Mr. Nixon. We're back. I should have had some coffee. You know what? I'm going to make some coffee. I got to be for my. I mean, I already kind of returned, but now that I'm back home, I want to be on point. I'll just have a little bit of soda. I don't need a lot of caffeine. Maggie fell asleep. Nice. Nice. Yeah, now we wait. Now we wait. T Nizzy. Digo, what's up, man? You're here at the calm before the storm, before I start getting insulted and hearing shitty jokes back and forth. Hope you're having a great day, brother. Cheers. I'm drinking some cancer water. It's pretty good. Once I get back, I'm making a small promise to myself that once I get back from the honeymoon and stuff, that's when I'm really gonna start kicking things into gear. It's game time, but it's nice being. I'm enjoying being a huge piece of shit. It's great. I'm glad I have like a last little hurrah before I lock in and take things more seriously. But right now I don't care. It's great. Before the trying to get out of my funk of the day. Yeah, I hear that. I'm in a bit of a funk right now. I don't really know what to do, but I feel like streaming, at least streaming's kind of productive. You know, at least I'm putting something out there. You know, it's all good. Before the YouTube goblins arrive, yeah. Yeah, the YouTube goblins they're gonna be here any minute. Oh, not Robin though. Robin's not a goblin. Play that funky music, white boy. My fellow white boy. What's up? Cheers. Cheers to all the whites in the chat. Where are all my blacks at? Where's all my white, browns, blacks, yellows? I love you all the same. That was kind of a crazy thing to say, to be honest, but whatever. How you doing, Ms. Beautiful Lady, Ms. Pac-Man? Oh. What's up, John? I don't know what you mean by that. But hope you're having a good one. Hope you guys are all enjoying yourselves today. It's nice that I have a little bit of downtime. Cassidy's doing some chores, so now I get the house to myself. Maggie just fell asleep, so now I can just run my mouth. I can just run my mouth, talk about nothing for, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. I was missing it. I miss just rambling on here. It's fun. It just gets, I'm neurotic, man. I have a lot of racing thoughts, so this is a great outlet for me, and I highly recommend it to anybody else who's like me. If you're neurotic, you have ADHD, and you just have pent up thoughts that you can't, you got to get that stuff out. You don't want to just sitting in there. Did you get insanely drunk? No, I'm sober. I have not had a drop of alcohol in 4 years. It's been 4 years since I've had any alcohol. Well, I guess non-alcoholic beers do have like traces of alcohol, but I haven't had like an alcoholic drink in like 4 years. And that's been pretty good, man. Changed my whole life. Why are you laughing, Robin? What's up? Also, dude, you have like tier 5 membership. That's great. Yeah, I did not get insanely drunk. But other people did. Boy, I got some stories for you guys if you guys are sticking around for a sec. I know you guys probably got everybody's got stuff going on, so I'll make it quick. Dude, so one of Cassidy's bridesmaids, the night before the wedding, so we're at the rehearsal dinner. She was ordering drinks, she was drunk, but, it was fine. Like, I could tell she was pretty slosh, but it wasn't anything crazy, right? I'm back, better than ever. What's up, Big D? And, sorry, one sec, I was getting a phone call. So, drop the lore. So she was drunk at the rehearsal dinner, and then we all split up. Me and Cassidy have to go back to the hotel because we still have stuff to do to get ready for the wedding the next day, right? And so this chick, they all went to the casino. One of my friends won 800 bucks, having a good time, and then she said she needed a ride to her Airbnb, and she was trash. She had like more drinks. I guess when my friend won 800 bucks at the casino, he bought a round of drinks for everybody, which was a bad idea because that sent her like way over the edge. I mean, it's her fault. She should have known better, but he also shouldn't have been offering her any more drinks because of how drunk she was. And so she's like, I need to get dropped off in my Airbnb. And then they drive out to we're in the boonies, right? So they drive out to the middle of nowhere. It probably looked like the Courage. I don't know if you guys watched Courage the Cowardly Dog as a kid, but it was probably like a house that looked like that in the middle of nowhere. They said there was like a stripped down car and like a lonely dog that was just walking around or something like that. And she's like, I don't think this is it. I don't think this is it. Like they didn't even it it looked crazy and I guess they were all sketched out. And then she's like, "Wait, this isn't it." And like the address was wrong. Like she was too drunk to even figure out like the address and like what was going on. So they basically drove out of there for nothing, right? So then they drive her back to our hotel because she's trying to meet up with one of the other bridesmaids, but they're already asleep. So they my brother my brother was being a good guy. He was watching her at our hotel and he brought her to one of the other bridesmaids room thinking like that's where she was supposed to go, right? But no, she wasn't supposed to go there. She was supposed to stay at an Airbnb. And she's slamming on the door. She's like boom 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 slamming on the door and she's like, "Can you guys let me in?" She's yelling at the door, and they're trying to sleep. Like it's like 11 p.m. at this point. And then my brother's like, "Holy shit!" Like he's been trying to call me. He calls me, and then I'm like, "All right, well, I guess now we have to take care of it." So now me and Cassidy, we're getting married the next day, and now we have to go see what's going on. And my brother was so funny. He was like, "All right, tap out," and then he just left. He was so pissed. He just left her with us and went back to his hotel room. So now we have to babysit her, and we're babysitting her for like 5 minutes. But Cassidy has like way more shit that she has to do before the wedding. So I'm like, all right, I'll babysit her. And I had my vows saved on my phone, but I wanted to write them. We were going to write them out on paper. So I was like, all right, I'll just write my vows out on paper while I'm babysitting this drunk redhead girl. And the whole time she's just saying crazy shit. She's like talking to herself. She's like, as this guy's picking me up. Oh yeah, so I was babysitting her until she gets picked up by this random Egyptian guy who was her date to the wedding. And we were originally trying to hook her up with my brother, but then she's like, "Oh yeah, this guy's picking me up at midnight." And she was dude, this chick was such a mess. It's like unreal how much of a mess this chick was. And good God. So I'm sitting there trying to write my vows, and then she keeps going like, hey, uh, this guy's picking me up. He's like a doctor, and like he's Egyptian, and his family doesn't like me very much. Like he'll never marry me, and like, dude, she literally sounded like that. It was writes down vow. I vow to always pick you up at midnight. Yeah, dude. She literally sounded like that. She had like the lispy voice. She's like, and then like he'll never marry me. Like I would cut my. She literally said this. I verbatim. I think this is well. I can't remember exactly. So not verbatim, but she basically said, I'd cut my head off for this guy, or she was like, I'd give my head for him. I was like, yo, you get your head cut off for this guy? She's like, yeah, yeah. I cut my head off for this guy. He's amazing, and like he'll never marry me, but like, nah. Dude, it was pissing me off so much because, dude, we were supposed to get to bed. We were gonna write our vows out and then just go to bed. But instead, I had to sit there for like another 30 or 40 minutes for this Egyptian guy to come up. and she kept calling him. Like every 5 minutes, she's like, "Where you at? Fuck you." Nah, f- fuck it. Where are you? Where are you at? Are you in the park? Are you in the parking lot? It was, oh man, lumpy space princess. That's a good way to. She's a LSP, dude. Dude, dude, she was a total LSP, 100,000%. Instead, you were fathering a tweaker chick whose friend was this. Yeah. So Cassidy made a little poor of a judgment call because this was a chick that she used to party with back when before Cassidy was sober. Cassidy's been sober longer than me. She's like 5 or 6 years sober. But this was one of her friends that she used to hang out in like Capitol Hill with, and they used to get messed up together. So kind of a poor judgment call on her point. But in Cassidy's defense, she asked her, she asked this chick, "How are you doing with drinking and stuff?" And her friend was like, "Oh, I'm good. I'm good." So it's not really her fault. I mean, they were good friends. Um, but this bitch lied, dude. This chick had crippling alcoholism, and it sucks because I sympathize. I used to be a pretty bad alcoholic too. I was a raging alcoholic basically all of 2018, and I know how that is. You know, when you just drink and you basically black out just about every time. It's not great. So I can sympathize, but it's like damn. Even when I was in my deepest, darkest pits of alcoholism, if I was going to something like a wedding, I still knew to not, uh, still knew to chill out a little bit at least. But anyway, hold on one sec. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. John, what's up, John? I'll be good becomes a slot monster. Lucid's drunk right now. What's up, Lucid? Oh, cool potatoes back. What's up? That's why I stick to the herb. You smoke too much. If you smoke too much, you'll be sober again. That's I there is something to that. Yeah, once you're stoned, I do kind of remember people I it didn't happen to me often, but that is a thing where, you're smoking weed for so long that it doesn't you start building like a tolerance in real time to it and you stop being so high. So that is nice. And yes, weed is, oh my God. Weed, there is dangers to weed, but if you're not smoking it like all day, you're probably good. You know what I mean? I've always been very pro weed, even though weed did fuck my life up a little bit, but that's because I abused it. I was dumb about it. I was not respectful to the weed plant. I would do way too much and just be melting into my couch all day. Losers smoke the Chiba pots for hippie freaks. What? Dude, see, look at this guy. Look at this guy showing his ass. I'm here to do my public service. Oh no, it's Gorgon. Oh God. Gorgon, don't. Come on, man. You're just gonna come in here and hurt my feelings. I do have a history of seizures and epilepsy in my family, so I do use it as a preventative. Oh yeah, yeah. That's true. I think that I you guys have probably seen the video of the old guy with Parkinson's, Parkinson's, most of you know that when you have Parkinson's, you get the uncontrollable shaking. Yeah, there was a really popular video on YouTube of some guy. He tries a little bit of I think it was oil, like a cannabis oil of some kind, and he's like, I think he rubs it on his gums or something. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've watched it, but this guy, he's literally like he's pretty violently shaking the whole time, and then they give him like a little bit of the cannabis. Lucid, how much have you had to drink, Lucid? Holy shit. I I have Parkinson's probably. Oh man. I become a ghost when I smoke too much. It's like a stolen iPhone. I get wrecked. Wow. I've been there, done that. Yeah, I've been stoned for 20 years. Same amount of time I've been employed. Damn, you've been stoned for 20 years straight? You seem like a pretty articulate guy. So, like I said, this is when I say negative things about it. Like, yes, there are some people where it's negative, but some people do great. So it kind of depends. Hold on one sec. I'm getting another phone call for whatever fucking reason. I'll be right back. Don't touch that dial.
How do I turn it on?
The TV downstairs?
Yeah.
There should be like a button underneath the TV. I can show you real quick.
Yeah.
Want to say hi to the stream?
Howdy.
Howdy doody. Helping the old man with the TV.
Technology.
Technology?
Low tech.
How does this technology work?
So, yeah,
You just need to turn the TV on?
I think so. I don't even know if it's going to work, but I can
Yeah, it
always
should
take
be.
a step back.
Yeah, there's a button on the right side here.
Okay, all right.
Is it plugged in?
I thought it was.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Now it's on.
All right.
All
So
right,
let me see if this will work with this way now.
All right.
Thanks,
Sounds
Steve.
good. Yep.
It's on the right.
Oh, see you, Indigo. Have a good one, man. Excuse me. Gotta lock into my life. I hear ya. This is me locking into my life, is talking to people via the internet. I hope you experience a profound thought, but you can never remember it. That's... Hey, I'll take it. I don't have many profound thoughts, so I'll take it. Let's make Truther. What's Truther? Where's the T coming from? Let's make Truther a thing. Oh, man. Gorgon, how have you been? Gorgonzola. Well, I believe in one God, so I call it the Lord's leaf because Satan ain't got no lettuce. Based. Yeah, high dose CBD oil stops spasms. Cannabis is a gift from the gods. I know, dude. I miss it. I wish I could just dabble. I wouldn't do it how I did it before, where I got stoned out of my mind, and sometimes I would though. I do really miss getting stoned out of my mind and playing a video game or watching a movie. I remember watching Donnie Darko. Donnie Darko was one of the first movies I remember watching just baked out of my mind. And I thought it was the most beautiful, profound movie I've ever seen. And then I watched the movie again sober and I was like, I don't understand any of this. It was almost, my brain tricked me into thinking that movie made sense to me. It was really weird. Sativas for the gays. Oh, Truther. Okay, it is based off my name, okay. Sativas for the gays. Oh my, Lucid. Oh my god. Yeah. Speaking of, did you ever watch the sequel? S. Darko? Whoa, I didn't even know there was a sequel. To be honest, I've never heard of it. It's either a gem or it wasn't that great. It's typically how that goes. Jake Gyllenhaal. No, I never saw that, but I remember, yeah, watching Donnie Darko the first time when I was stoned out of my mind. Yeah, that's one of the first movies where I was like, wow. I was like, what a movie. And then, you watch it sober and you're like, that was all right. But no, I did not watch that. Oh, Jesus, man. What was I going to talk about? Totally lost my trace of thought. Whatever. Wasn't as good as the first one, but I liked it. I'm not very harsh on the movies. Oh, Triv, I was going to bring this up. So, person I fully hate with my chest. How have you been? That's not true, Gorgon. I don't believe that. I'm pretty good. I got married Saturday, so that's great. I got the hammered metal look on the ring instead of the solid look. This guy is awesome. Lucid, how did I know you were going to say that? Gorgon is awesome. He just comes in here and just talks hella shit. Yeah, he's pretty funny. person I fully hate with my chest. Triv, what I was gonna bring up because you brought up seizures is that I remember me and my friend were smoking on a staircase, and we were smoking, and then all of a sudden he just slumped over and started sliding down the staircase because he had seizures. He got randomly hit with one when we were like mid smoke session, and he started sliding down the stairs. He's like, "Oh man," it's like that was crazy. I was like, "Yeah," I thought you just freaking died, dude. What the hell was that? It's pretty scary. And he doesn't have them anymore, and I think it's because he does THC oil, like he does dabs and stuff, and I think that does help out. But I remember he was taking a medication for a while. But yeah, dude, it was here. I'll try to give an act out. I'm trying to remember how it went. Let's see if I can do an act out. See if I can prop this up. There we go. So the stairs are this way. So he's standing like right here. He's smoking. Seems fine. Like he's smoking. And then all of a sudden he just slowly crumples like this. He just crumples like that. And then literally like head first down the stairs, he's like, and I was like, dude, what? I was like, what the hell is happening? Like we ran down to catch him and stuff and pick him up. And dude, that freaked me out so bad. I was so scared. I thought I was gonna have to call 911. Because I don't think I'd ever seen anybody. I don't think I'd ever seen anybody pass out in front of me before like that. So I was like, damn. I guess I don't know. I don't know if it was like a heart attack or if he was having a full blown seizure or what. So, thankfully he just snapped out of it. He slid. Slow motion thought no. He might have rushed. That might have gone through his mind. But dude, watching him just slowly fall head first down the stairs, where his head was bonking. His head was like bonking each step on the way down. I was already really stoned, so that was really scary, man. And thankfully, he slid down the stairs, but then he immediately got up. Like as we were like trying to help him, he's like getting up. He's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I snapped out of it because he was still taking the medication at the time. But he's like, yeah, sometimes it still gets me, you know. Sometimes it still gets me every now and then. I was like, holy shit, all right, dude. And yeah, it kind of didn't make me want to smoke with him ever again. Because I was like, did we do that? Like, did you have a seizure because we were smoking weed? But then I found out that probably wasn't the case. So, yeah, what the hell? Pretty weird stuff. The elves run the machines? What does that mean? I'm here to do my... Freaking Gorgon saying, I'm here to do my public service. Just a public service announcement. Do not block Gorgon. Gorgon is one of the rare funny haters. Cool potato. What did this guy say? Somebody said, all right, dude. IRS says we're getting $1,500 in October. This is the third time they said this. You think it'll happen, or is it more BS? Oh, man. It sounds too good to be true, so I'm going to have to say BS, unfortunately. It's hard to be like, anything that happens that's, you know, related to government mandate type stuff, I just assume anything that good that they say is happening just won't happen. And I don't even think that's just from me being jaded. I just you can only get your hopes let down so many times before you just stop getting your hopes up at all. Oh, what's up, Mike? Sorry, I didn't see who it was at first. What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? Imagine that'd be like being around a narcoleptic. Oh man, yeah. Narcolepsy. I couldn't imagine narcolepsy. Listen to Alex Jones. They're turning the frogs gay. You know, Alex Jones, besides, you know, the uh the Sandy Hook thing. Ugh. Dude, I couldn't imagine the kind of hot water you'd be in for getting that wrong. Oh man. Yikes. Yeah, the Sandy Hook thing, ugh, but everything else that Alex Jones has said, a lot, or at least a lot of things, he has been kind of right about. Even the whole, they're turning the frogs gay, there is a little bit of truth behind that because I believe if you add a certain chemical to a male frog, then that male frog turns female. So it's not really, that's more like, I don't know if you consider that gay. I don't know. I'm a little lost. I haven't heard of that incident in a while. Yeah, terrible, terrible. I don't even want to talk about it, but we're talking about Alex Jones, so it's kind of hard to not talk about that. Doge was to replace Doge was to replace human systems with AI. Tell me who went to jail. I'll wait. Doge money never happened either. What is Doge? You're not talking about like the meme Doge coin, right? Is this like some other DOGE? Follow Alex Jones for financial advice. Bohemian Grove, he was right about a lot of weird government stuff. Yeah. T-Nix is a flat earther. I might be. When I'm on the plane on Wednesday morning, I'll let you know. Every time I'm on a plane, I'll reach out, I'll text you guys and be like, dude, it is flat. I'm looking at it, I don't see the curve. Birth control is not able to be filtered from water and treatment plants. Men are showering in it and drinking it, causing them to become feminine. Yes! Okay, I've heard of that. Atrazine? I think it's called atrazine. Atrazine might be so the same, I think it's the same thing, but if it's not, so when it rains, there's traces of atrazine in the rain. And atrazine is also estrogenic, where it makes it messes with your hormones. It makes you more estrogenic, so you develop more feminine traits. Uh, Obviously, do your own research. I'm no. I listen to podcasts and sometimes look up weird stuff, and it's been a while since I've even talked about that. But I think it's called If you look up atrazine, I believe that's one of the chemicals. And there's even traces from rain, which is crazy. Yes, I've heard about birth control. So yeah, women will flush, from using birth control, it'll get flushed and then yeah, it can't be filtered. So that's why that's why it's tough. Like I wouldn't I don't even drink I try not to drink tap water like whenever I can because dude, what it just tastes like now I can taste the metal and chemicals and stuff in it. I'm like, man, I know Washington we rank pretty high for filtered water and tap water, but man, you probably just still, I don't know, man. If you're asking me, I would avoid all the tap water. Get a little filter, the little thing that you can hook onto the bottom of your faucet. Um, Something. Make sure you just have some sort of access to like filtered water, not just tap water, because man, if you I'll drink my filtered water and then I'll drink the tap water and it just dude, it tastes like I can taste the chlorine and it tastes like metal and ah, tap water is a reptilian shapeshifter. And glyphosate, which is a pesticide and antibiotic. One day antibiotic drugs will stop working because of it. Oh my god. Yikes. That's a scary thought. They signed into law that AI can't be regulated for the next decade, I think. Oh man. Dude, it's moving fast though. You're best to get your testosterone checked. If you're under 400 count, your life will drastically change with prescribed supplements. Yes. So it's kind of crazy because I think men from the 50s and 60s have testosterone's measured by nanogram over deciliter. So Men from the 50s and 60s, I believe, had a roughly around 1,000 nanograms per deciliter of testosterone flowing through their system. Dude, the average today is like 300. It's in the 300s. So chances are all of us could be around 300 nanograms per deciliter of testosterone. And that's probably why I still look like a kid. It's probably why I'm not as jacked. Well, I'm kind of a lazy piece of shit. But you know, I feel like you look at old pictures of like dudes from the 50s and 60s and they're just super jacked, super handsome, good structure, they look pretty built, and I mean those guys were on a ton of lead probably as well. Um but yeah, dude, just having that much more testosterone, like they had more than 3 times the amount of testosterone we have, which is nuts. I'm 32 and at 800. Wait, naturally you're at 800? My physician says it's purely because of my fitness. It helps a lot to do cardio. Wait, you have 800 nanograms per deciliter naturally occurring? That's insane. Yeah, because a study done on weightlifters compared to average men showed negligible differences, and they lost a small increase when they stopped working out. There's a lot of marketing myths around it. Yeah, dude, that's what's kind of crazy about this era is like there's so much information and there's so much conflicting information. And going back to what Triv said about AI, I don't know if this is a real story, but if it is, it spooked me out because it sounded like it was real. It was like a YouTube essay sort of thing, like a channel. This guy did some research on it or something, but there was a guy. He was in a server room and he was tasked to turn off the AI in this server room. And in response, the AI shut off, or no, the AI locked the door to the server room and then turned the temperature up in the room and tried to kill the guy because it was threatened to be shut down. Dude, if that's a real story, bro, holy shit. If that's a real story, then AI is the scariest shit. It's gonna be so much scarier. I feel like more of those, if that's a real story, then more of those stories are gonna pop up like left and right in like a couple of years. Maybe even now. Maybe there's now stories that haven't even gone public yet. It's pretty scary, man. AI is oh yeah, AI does freak me out a little bit. It is funny. I There's good things that come with AI, like Chat GPT. It is cool. You can see the amazing. You'll be in awe at what this technology can do in seconds, but at the same time, a little scary. Thank God I live out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, you're out in the boonies, dude. It's a good time to be out in the boonies. That's prime real estate right now. If you're out in the middle of nowhere, dude, stock up. I've never been like a doomsday prepper guy, but um, probably wouldn't hurt. It probably wouldn't hurt to start doomsday prepping now. I don't know. Just with how crazy the world is, if you went to the dollar store or your kind of offhanded grocery store that's not as expensive to really stock up on a ton of I don't know, a bunch of canned foods or like MREs or yeah, you probably have to go to Costco or some specialty store for MREs. They don't just sell that in grocery stores. Um, yeah, now would be the time for sure. I mean, I always saw doomsday preppers and I always thought, man, these guys are pretty twacked out. Like these guys are pretty nuts. But now I'm like, all right, because I used to work at the Dollar Tree, and I was a cashier, and I had this guy. He would come in occasionally, and he'd just bring a full cart of just canned foods and stuff that didn't perish for a long time. And I remember I asked him one day, I'm like, yeah, wow, you're really stocking up because he came through the store like I think 3 times in the same month, and he would have a cart just full, yeah, like I said, just canned foods and stuff with really high shelf life. And I finally asked him, I'm like, hey, you're really stocking up, what's going on? And he's like, I'm doomsday. He literally just told up told me straight up, he's like, I'm doomsday prepping. And I think he even said something about, yeah, in 2020, things are going to go really downhill. He's like, by the time we're in the 20s, it's going to start getting really bad. And I just looked at him. I was like, oh, yeah, yeah, the world's crazy. But in my head, I was like, man, this guy is nuts. What is this guy talking about? I was like, dude, the world's fine. What are you doing? But now since 2020 has passed, I've just seen the steady decline of human sanity, and I'm just like, man, that guy was right. That guy was absolutely right about all that. And yeah, I don't think stocking up, having a little emergency supply that you can bury in your backyard or something, just a little, a little rainy. Just get yourself like one of those, the totes, the big tote boxes where it's the yellow lid, the black container. It's like the big boxes. Just get yourself a little tote. I don't know, fill it up full of canned foods and high or MREs, very high shelf life items, and then just saran wrap it and bury it in the ground or something. I don't think that's a bad idea now. I actually don't think that's crazy. Um, and I kind of want to do it. But, you know, that's the thing, you don't know. Like who's to say? Who's to say when that'll happen? But there's a saying that I do like. This saying has stuck with me forever. It's better to have it and not use it than to not have it and have to use it. Does that make sense? I feel like it's a pretty straightforward phrase, but man, that phrase has stuck with me forever. It's better to have it and not have to use it than to have to use it and not have it. I love that saying. That's such a banger saying to me. Invest in firearms and ammunition. Gold is good and all, but firearms are the ultimate bartering tool. Damn, that's the truth. I'm married now, dude. Thank you. Yeah, I got the hammered gold ring. So it's a little different. It's not like a solid gold. I kind of like the hammered gold look. It's kind of hard to see, damn. God damn it. Hold on one sec. I'll be right back.
Barbecue and Ted gets home.
Sounds good. It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. Dang. Yeah. Oh, bang. That's a good one. Actually, someone just said they said it differently, but that was the gist of it. People generally fight over, yeah. Yeah. Guns are the ultimate bartering tool. Yeah, you can learn all the karate you want, but as soon as somebody's aiming that gun at you, it's like, yeah, it's kind of a bitch move, but it's survival, man. Guns just win. Uh-oh, is Maggie waking up? Oh, she's awake. Damn. Fighting necessitates arms. Yes. I've been wrong before too. Like when I told my crypto buddy he was an idiot for investing tens of thousands to it, and he's beyond wealthy now. Oh, damn. He's beyond wealthy now because of that? Holy crap. That's nuts. What did he do? Do you know like his process to how he got rich? Man, I think I am gonna start. I think I might have to become a crypto bro because man, just working a regular, even if you have a good job, even if you get and do like a good trade or whatever, it's still not enough. Not really. Just with the way the world's going, I feel like you need all hands on deck, all tools on deck. Um I feel like investing just makes it so much easier. If you can learn how to invest well and get good returns from investing, then that's like the ultimate. I feel like that's more important than well, I wouldn't say it's more important than a good job, but I would say it's on par at least. He invested 50,000 in Bitcoin very early on and cashed out like 120 million a few. What? Oh my God. Must be nice. You guys have heard about the pizza Bitcoin story, right? Oh man, the pizza Bitcoin story. It makes me laugh, but it's a very light laugh because man, the crypto or the Bitcoin pizza story is that's depressing. Like if it's funny until you put yourself in their shoes. Um yeah, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, the Bitcoin pizza story was it was a father and I think two boys, his two sons, and he ordered a pizza with Bitcoin in like 2000 pretty early 2000s. I want to say like 2003, 2004 maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of butchering it. But anyways, he ordered a pizza with Bitcoin and I guess the money he spent in Bitcoin for that pizza turned into um like millions. It was something ridiculous like that. Just millions and millions of dollars. And I just thought to myself, damn, is that guy still alive? Um, I don't know. I would be crushed. If I missed a window to be rich over ordering a pizza, that's the thing, you just don't know. It's kind of it's gambling. It's better than gambling though. Gambling it's the house is against you pretty hard, but at least with crypto you can use there's a lot of there's signs to it. That's what I appreciate about it. So it is gambling, but it's like uh it's like educated gambling in a way. I don't know. That sounds stupid, but it's more you at least have more of a shot if you do some like research or something. You know what I mean? If you're just gambling, if you're just doing slot machines, you're gonna probably lose all your money pretty quick in the first couple hours. I'm too dumb for crypto. I invested in real estate superficial land nearing near upcoming cities usually get leased by major companies. Oh, I didn't know you could just invest in real estate. Huh. I mean it makes sense that you can. I've never heard of that specifically. I've never heard of investing into that by itself. It's always been like, I invested into Starbucks or you know, Amazon, stuff like that. It's what I normally hear about. I thought it was a pyramid thing, but digital. Yeah, see, you don't, but that's the thing. You just don't know. You kind of just have to hope it's a gamble. And life is a gamble. But here's the thing. You got to pick your battles for gambling because yes, life is a gamble, but you know, you do need to calculate when you can, if you can. I trade using Fibonacci levels and patterns. It's like reading the tea leaves. Whoa, what? You have been smoking weed for 20 years. You have been high for 20 years, huh? I love that. That's a great comment. I trade using Fibonacci levels and patterns. It's like reading the tea leaves. I do agree with that though. You see the patterns. Yeah, you like that. I also thought it was a scam. LOL. Oh well. Hey, you know what? In the grand scheme of things, as long as you're generally happy, then who really cares? I mean, sure, people can have all that money, but hey man, with big money comes big responsibility and probably some big issues. Have you ever heard of people who win the lottery and then their family just, like their family goes nuts and they try to like sue them for dude, that's an ugly side of life. Yeah, Jerry wins the lottery and then Aunt Cheryl is like, "Oh, I need some of that." Yeah, this guy assaulted me. I have proof. I don't know. It's crazy. What's that movie? It's sort of it's sort of related. The Glass Onion. Or wait, no, no, no. Knives Out. The first Knives Out, not Glass Onion. That's also a Knives Out movie, but I thought that one stunk. That movie sucked. Compared to the first one was so good, and then I was so excited for the second Knives Out movie, and that sucked ass. I hated that sequel so much. It felt so corny and just felt yuck, not good. But if you haven't seen Knives Out, the first Knives Out is a banger. Well, I love that first movie. Yeah, you got to have mind able to see abstractive trends in online data. Sadly, I don't have that ability. Elliott wave theory is pretty interesting to trade with. I haven't mastered it yet. Wave theory. I like that. That's cool. Damn. If you learn to scalp options, that pays the best, but it also be highly risky. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, doing some high risk stuff. I wish I took bigger risks. I wish I took bigger risks before I had a child. I don't know. I was just, I don't know. The fear of the unknown can be daunting. So, yeah, hopefully, hey, you know what? Hopefully we just navigate through this life and get lucky. That's all you can hope for. You can only hope for wild luck to grace your path every now and then. But at the end of the day, if you ask me, yeah, winning a lot of money would be awesome. That would be fantastic. But as long as your mental health is good, at the end of the day, that's what you should be focused on. As long as you're keeping your mental health at least somewhat decent. Yeah, I know we live in a crazy time. It's kind of hard to keep completely mentally stable all the time, but as long as you take steps, you know, you get some exercise, you find some, I don't know, supplements, perhaps even some medication. I would prefer not to use medication, but I think in some instances, I think medication is good, like pharmaceutical medicine. I mean, yeah, just something to keep your head straight because, yeah, if your mental health is bad, if you win $100 million and your mental health is bad, I don't know. There is also another saying. I'd rather cry in a Lamborghini than cry in I don't know, a Ford Focus or something. I don't know. It's something like that. FOMO, man. Yo, dude. Yeah, FOMO sucks. My best advice for wealth is to risk only money that's inconsequential if lost. The richest men didn't become rich risking their rent money. It happens, but it's very rare. Yes, that's an important distinction to make. Banger advice from Mike. Yes, if it's money you can play with, sure. Maybe every now and then you can buy a scratch ticket from the Arco gas or the Shell gas station, and you know make some big returns. Then yeah, if it's money you can play with, go for it. But yeah, banger advice from Mike. Dude, I feel that when I had 4K when I had 4K when Bitcoin bottomed and I thought I had to use it for baby hospital bills. It came and passed and insurance covered it, but Bitcoin had already went up a lot. Oh no, yeah. Hey man, eh, the moral of this stream so far of our entire chat is, hey, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you get extremely lucky, sometimes you don't get that lucky, and that's okay. It's fine. It's fine. But oh man, yeah. Being the Bitcoin pizza guy and buying a pizza with Bitcoin and then finding out you could have been a billionaire is that's tough. I hope nothing like that ever happens to me. If I just missed a window to being rich because I was being, you know, right? He wasn't even being a dumbass. Like he just didn't know. Just like anybody else. Anybody could have made that mistake. You know what I mean? It's not really his fault. Who knew Bitcoin was going to be as big as it was? You just don't know. Sometimes things fizzle out and sometimes things take off. It's just sometimes it's lightning in a bottle. Like you guys there's been a lot of correlation from today's era to the movie Idiocracy by Mike Judge, which I always thought was funny. So in that movie, so if you guys don't, I feel like most of you know what Idiocracy is, right? It's the movie about how humans become really fucking dumb in the future. Like Costco owns everything. Like everybody's watering plants with yeah, exactly. I keep seeing that a lot. Idiocracy is a documentary. Yes, exactly. So um in that movie they have Crocs. Like they make the stupid people in the future wearing Crocs on their feet. I think they all bought like orange Crocs. And Mike Judge, I think that was his decision because he was like, yeah, these shoes are so stupid. Um these shoes are so stupid. Nobody would ever buy these. But then look at us now. Now a bunch of people wear Crocs. But in the Idiocracy movie, before Crocs were popular, Mike Judge made, I think he made the decision to make the dumb people wear Crocs because they looked stupid to him. And here we are in the future. It really is a documentary because now everybody wears Crocs. It's so weird. It's so weird to see Crocs in that movie. Like before, it was way before they were popular. Way before it was popular. I just thought that was kind of cool. I was like, wow, Mike Judge is a prophet. Oh, man. I personally think Satoshi Nakamoto is DR. Okay, I don't even know. Sorry, I'm lost. I don't know who Satoshi is or DARPA. The white paper for Bitcoin came out right before the 2008 financial crash. Okay, this is a little over my... Bro, super weird. Super weird. I brought all this up, but ultimately I gambled and I was successful. Wait, what? Wait, sorry, I'm a little lost with you guys. I apologize. I'm a little tired. Research program for the military. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks. I've heard the name, but yeah. There's a few things you'll catch me completely unaware of. It's kind of embarrassing. Like a lot of governments, a lot of politics, government, geography. Yeah, those three. Yeah, we'll be having conversations, and then I'll be just lost. There's some things I'm good at talking about, and then there's some things I'm complete. There's things I should know, but I just never gave myself the time to learn, and that's okay. That's all right. I'm just here to I'm just here to talk it out. Hey Maggie, what's up, buddy? What a cutie pie. What a cutie pie. Here, I'll show Maggie to the stream because there's not a bunch of weirdos. Hey, yeah. Yeah. Say hi. Say hi. Oh, dude, this stream has been really nice. I haven't had a bunch of the last like 10 to 20 of these streams have just been filled with weirdos who come in here. Like somebody said something crazy. They were like, that baby needs to be chloroformed or something. I was like, dude, if I could get my hands on you, I'd fucking dude, that shit makes me sick. That's the kind of stuff I see when I do these IRL streams. And man, that stuff makes me really angry. And I know they're trolls, but they aren't. They will get it one day. Yeah, but dude, just saying something like that is that's just not cool. Even from a trolling standpoint, there's a line, man. It's like, come on. Oh, Capri Sun, what's up, dude? Creator. Oh, he's the creator of Bitcoin. Ah, I see. I see. They have other research branches. It's called QTEL or something. I'm not entirely convinced anybody knows what crypto is about, LMAO. Bro, I went deep. What are you talking about? Lucid? I'm kind of confused. I brought all this up. Are you talking about this subject? Cause yeah, I think you did. Cause you said I think you brought up Alex Jones or something. You definitely got this. You got the ball rolling. You got to roast the trolls back sometimes. Yeah, well, I do. I do roast trolls, but at the same time, you kind of don't want to feed them either. You kind of have to pick your battles. But yeah, I do love roasting. I do body most of the trolls that come in here. What's up? Oh, dude, I just got married Saturday. Check it out. Check out the little bling. Got that hammered gold ring. Pretty sick. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. Yeah, it's been good. And I'm glad we just have a chill stream today. This is really nice. Cuz I can just talk with you guys cuz I know all of you guys. Like we've been, you guys have hung out for a while now. For sure, crypto goes deep. The original code for the internet contained code for digital money in the infrastructure. Whoa. Triv, how far have you gone down the rabbit hole? You seem to be we seem to tapped into the topic. I've never seen you so chatty. This is good stuff to talk about. I do like talking about all this stuff. I can't remember what state it is, but I'm going to talk about the government cheese thing cuz I think this is real. You guys ever hear about how there's it's like 200 tons of government cheese that's packaged away under like Iowa or something? It's under some state. It's like underground cheese. It's like boxes, or I don't know if it's boxes, but it's like I forget why they did it too. Somebody here probably knows about that. It seems like a bunch of you are conspiracy theorists, or not necessarily conspiracy theorists, but you guys, this type of stuff, you know what I mean? I don't remember. Did you have channel member perks before? No, not really. I tried to do it, but I couldn't remember. I never remembered to do it. In the nature of the creator itself, super dubious and mysterious, not mention his hidden ledger, which contains millions of Bitcoin. Allegedly. Puts on aluminum hat. Yeah. Yeah, no more Zelda profile picture. Yeah, I grew up and actually I paid artists to make my banner and my user picture. And I chose red and black because I like red and black. That's pretty much all there is to it. I wanted my channel to look more official, so people were like, "Oh, okay, this guy actually, he kind of means business." When people see that, they're more inclined to subscribe. And I think it worked because I've gained like 250 subs in the last month. So some of that must contribute to my channel looking better, right? I feel like if you go onto a YouTube channel and it doesn't look official, unless it's like a buddy, you're less willing to subscribe to that channel. So that's why I did all that stuff. No conspiracy, not conspiracy. This is all fact. Right. So it is real. I couldn't remember if it was conspiracy or if it was real about the government cheese. Oh, you're talking about, okay, you're talking about the other thing. I see. Yeah, what's crazy is that we've been through the levels. What's crazy is we've been through the levels of the TNX channel. Yeah, you guys have seen me. You guys have seen me at my, you've basically seen this channel at its infancy. Most of you that have stuck around and wanted to be buds have seen my channel when, I'm still doing pretty much the same stuff, but little moves here and there. Sup, Pops? You figuring it out? Xfinity just fucked my dad over. Fuck Xfinity. If you're watching this, Xfinity, fuck you.
Yeah, right.
You suck. They just gypped my dad a bunch of money. They were charging him twice for like months. Dude, I hate Comcast and Xfinity so much. And then they were like, "Oh yeah, we're not gonna pay you back either." It's like, fuck you. What you need, Pops?
I need the number.
On the back of the modem?
They gave me a different number than what I'm supposed to have here.
I used to sell logo projects for $40. I'd do maybe an hour or two worth of work and send 5 to 10 pics. People liked it. All AI images? Oh, damn. Teaching people to prompt is a decent business idea too. Damn. Yeah, I'm kind of worried that I just bought AI slop, but oh well. I'm just gonna pretend that it's real art. I mean, the guy sent a video because one of my friends pressed him about it. He's like, "Hey, send a video of you doing stuff," and then he did. It looked like he was doing stuff, so I think what I bought was real. I hope it's not AI slop, but yeah, I can only hope. I can only hope that it wasn't AI slop. That's a well, to be fair, I did do photoshopping to clean it up. Yeah, I mean, as long as you put some sort of effort into it, it's not like completely AI generated. As long as you put some time into it, I think that's different. Because you at least put some effort into it. It's not completely a robot just shitting out a picture. That's a little different. It's a little bit of a gray area, but it's different. It's like mastering an audio clip. Yeah. Sort of, yeah. Um, yeah, it sucks because
The
I.
modem light upstairs is, the light is on, it's not blinking.
You want to move some of that crap?
I'm just writing down today. 4 hours later.
Ah,
Shaft. 4 hours of my day
damn.
for crap.
Been working 4 hours on that? Oh, God.
Yeah, I left at 9:30. Now, 1:46, over 4 hours. The gal made it seem easy. She goes, I got you all set up, and you go to him directly, and she goes, you just punch in this number. And then Cassidy looked at this and goes, it's a different number. And so I asked the gal, is it, you got my old modem number that I sent back like 3 months ago? She goes, no, we got the correct one. And I go, why did the number she gave me doesn't match up?
Yeah.
I hate them.
I know. Sorry, Pops.
Yeah.
Hope you can relax and chill in a little bit.
Well, I don't understand why it has to be so stupid. And it took me forever to punch in my phone number on this one.
Damn. My poor old man. Damn. I feel bad for him, dude. Xfinity just fucked my dad over. Fuck you, Xfinity. Old guy stuff. Yeah. Could you guys hear any of that? Oh man. I think hand art just needs to be higher priced now. That's a good point. I think that's fair. Yeah, hand art being higher priced. But AI can make it look. It's like, how do you prove that? How do you prove it's hand painted? Well, I guess AI can't do textures. Man, we're covering a lot of ground in this stream. In the day of clay art, a paintbrush would probably be considered cheating too. It's all creation tools and their evolution. Yeah. Would probably be considered cheating too. Yeah, that's true. But I feel like AI, when you're making a computer just spit something out, and then you're like, oh, look what I made. I feel like come on. There's something wrong about that. I draw by hand, but AI art doesn't really offend me. I understand the pushback on them though, especially the sloppy art with messed up hands and artifacts all over the image. Yeah. Yeah, if you aren't doing any work, you're just having a computer just spit it out, that's wrong. And you shouldn't sell that. I don't know. If you've done nothing to it, I think it's fine. Like what Triv said, he spent time photoshopping and touching it up. At least there's some effort, but yeah, if you're selling something that a computer just shit out, then that's crazy. Big Chungus. Ooh, hold on, I got Big Chungus for you. Yeah, you got to add value. Yes, that's because I do sort of the same. Well, I don't know if I can make this an analogy, but I sample a lot of stuff, right? But I put my own twist on it to make it more of like my idea. I do the same thing with music, pretty much. except it's more like, I don't know, it's hard to, I don't know if that analogy even made sense. Here's Big Chungus. Yes. Yes, Nemo. We got the Big Chungus. Chungus on the fridge. Also, here's a really goofy picture of me in 2008 when I played basketball. Look at that mop. Look how ridiculous I look. My hair's pretty symmetrical though. It's kind of sick hair. Yeah, I look nuts in this picture. I was also stoned. Here's Cass and I on the thing. You guys don't give a shit. Is there anything else? Oh, here's Wario. Here's something you guys might care about. Snorlax. Wario. We got a little ghosty, little glow-in-the-dark ghosty. St. Bill Murray. Yeah, just some, just some fridge art. All those Tony Robbins guys do the same thing. They just repackage old info into new skins and market it well. Added value. Yeah, yeah. As long as you're adding something to it, man. As long as you give it your own twist. Just something. Something where you're not just, all right, my computer just shit this out. Here, $40. That's crazy. I can't knock the hustle though. I can't knock the hustle, dude. Times are hard. People got to do shady shit more than ever just to make it. So, I get it. It's unfortunate, but Henry, come here. Oh shit, did I lose you guys? Had to cut the stream for a sec. We back. Dang. Well, so this stream has been great. However, I am trying to grow this channel as fast as I can. But man, I forgot how it is to just do a basic, just hanging out with some homies that you've made from the internet. Just hang out, just talk about whatever. This has been great. But dang, I might have to restart the stream to try to get random viewers because I mean, it's great. I mean, I love talking to you guys, but I do need to get more likes and subs. Unfortunately. It's great. I really did need this stream though, because yeah, when I do another one of these streams, I just know there's going to be a bunch of people in here that are just saying 6'7", or they're calling me unk. They're talking about poop. I mean, I don't mind the poop talk. The poop talk's fine, but consistency. Yeah. If there's one thing about YouTube is that I'm very, very, very consistent with YouTube. That's one thing I was like, dude, I just need to not quit something. If something productive that I can do and just tunnel vision and just go nuts, do it super consistent. And I'm glad I found YouTube as my outlet because this is great. Cause I can do YouTube, man. I'm a juggernaut YouTuber. I can do this a lot. So that's great. I'm glad I found something where it's something kind of productive. It's something I can make money from. Something I can make new friends from. There's a lot of doors that can open with doing this stuff. It doesn't seem like it, but yeah, doors can open for sure doing this stuff. But yes, you're right, consistency, and that's what I've been focused on is just consistency. Just always just showing up, even if I don't talk about, even if I don't talk about, wait, what? There's a lady who gets super chats for eating lemons and onions? What? What? Wait. Like, does she have to eat a lemon and an onion every time somebody sends a super chat? What? How does that work? Or she just sits and eats whatever and then people just send super chats? That's nuts. Yeah, man, YouTube live streams it is interdimensional cable. I saw some guy, he was dressed up as a clown. He had like a dead tooth where one was like yellow, and he was just screaming at the screen like, ah, yeah. And he was rapping too. He's like, yeah, cat in the hat. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. And then the back of his room was just covered in like streamers and like beads and like all sorts of like arts and crafts crap. Dude, it was nuts. There's so much content like that. Oh, I know that dude. No, you don't. What? Have you seen this guy? Oh man. Yeah, what? I wish I could remember his name so you could look him up. I saw him at the gathering in Ohio. Yeah, that sounds about right. Open your mom's door. Lucid, how much have you had to drink, dude? You're an animal. Put your mom on the mic. Gathering. I saw him at the gathering of the Juggalos. That dude is wild. I don't know. I feel like there's more than one of these guys. You probably saw somebody else, but if it's the same guy, that's insane. If we're talking about the same guy, what a small world. Oh boy. All right. Well, Maggie's getting kind of hungry. Maybe I'm gonna try to restart a stream. I think I'm gonna end this stream and then restart it to see if I get any more viewers. So maybe I'll see you guys in the next one. We're just spitballing here, so I'll catch you guys maybe in a little bit. I'm just gonna feed Maggie, probably like, I don't know, probably 10-15 minutes, and I'll be back on or something. All right, see ya.